Yeah, sorry about the cut. Okay, so what we do is we define the variable first, right? So I'm going to begin by saying let, oops, let's bring out the pen. Let Imran's age be X years old. And then we're going to let his mother's age be Y years old. Okay, so once we define the variable, let me write that properly. Be Y years old. So once we define the variable, the next thing we're going to do is to form the equation. So let's do that, right? So to form the equation, the information is in 4 years time. In 4 years time, the mother will be Y plus 4. Imran will be X plus 4. But the mother will be 3 times more. So 3 times more X plus 4. So that's our first equation based on the information given, right? Then 6 years ago, the mother's age will be Y minus 6. 6 years ago, Imran will be X minus 6. And then 7 times that. So that'll be equation 2. So we have our equation. So with the equation, now we can go ahead and try to solve this. So I'm going to begin by maybe starting from equation 1. Right, we have Y plus 4 equals to 3X plus 12. That will be Y equals to 3X plus 8. We can call this equation 3. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to substitute equation 3 into equation 2. Let's do that. So we have Y is now, let's write properly, 3X plus 8 minus 6 equals to 7 X minus 42. I can do that, right? Simplify this. 3X plus 2 equals to 7X minus 42. That means 4X is equals to 44. X is equals to 11. And that is our solution for part 1. So part 1, Imran's age is 11 years old. Okay, for part 2, what do they want? They want us to find the mother's age when he was born. So first we find the mother's current age, then minus 11 years, right? So to find the current age, that means we want to find the value of Y. So we're going to sub X equals to 11 into equation 3. So Y is equals to 33 plus 8 equals to 41. So the current age, let's write that. So Y minus 11, or rather, if you want to be more clear with your presentation, Y minus X equals to 41 minus 11, which is equals to 30, right? So therefore, age of Imran's mother when he was born is 30 years old. There we go. Okay, right, now let's move on. Next example, we have a figure here that shows a rectangle with the length and breadth indicated. Given that the perimeter of the rectangle is 120 centimeter, form and solve two simultaneous equations to find the area of the rectangle. So what can we do here? Well, let's start with the first piece of information. The first piece of information is that the opposite sides are equal, right? So we can start with saying 3x plus y, which is the length on top, is equals to 2x plus y. Okay, we can do this because it's a rectangle, the opposite length is the same. Okay, so if we simplify this, we have wrote wrongly here, let's correct it, minus y. So if we do this, we have x is actually equals to 2y. Okay, so this one we can call this equation 1. Why not, right? Now the next piece of information is that the perimeter is 120. So the perimeter is 120. It means 2 times of 2x minus 3, right, plus 2 times of 2x plus y. I could of course say 2 times of 3x minus y as well, or I could say, you know, one of each, okay? But this is going to be equals to 120, right? So if we simplify this, 4x minus 6 equals to 4x plus 2y equals to 120. Wait, I keep writing stuff wrongly. This is not equal, this is plus, right? Then continue to simplify. 8x plus 2y is equals to 126. So from here, we can call this equation 2. Then we say sub equation 1 into equation 2. We will have 8 times 2y equals to 2. I'm sorry, you see, I keep writing wrongly this morning. Must be the New Year season. Plus 2y equals 126. So this is 16 plus 2 is 18. 18y equals to 126. So y is going to be equals to 7, right? Okay, so we got that, and then after that we need to find x. So we go to sub y equals to 7 into we can sub it into equation 1. So x is equals to 2 times 7. X is equals to 14. There we go. Therefore, so x equals to 14, y equals to 7. That's the value of x and y. After we do that, okay, we want to find the area of the rectangle. So what we do is area. Therefore, area is equals to the length times breadth. So the area is going to be 2x minus 3 times 3x minus y. So length times breadth, right? And then we substitute in. So 2 times 14 minus 3 multiply with 3 times 14 minus 7, and that will give us 875, and the unit is square centimeter. Okay, right, moving on. Next example, if 1 is subtracted from the numerator and from the denominator of the fraction, the value obtained is half. If 1 is added to the numerator and the denominator, the value is 2/3. Right, so this is an example that you have seen before. It's not new to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to define the variable. Let x be the numerator and y be the denominator. Okay, so once we have that, we can figure out the first equation. We have x in the numerator, and I subtract 1 from it. Y in the denominator, I subtract 1 from it. The value is actually half. So what we can do is we cross multiply. So 2x minus 2 is equals to y minus 1. That means we can write down y is equals to 2x minus 1. Call this equation. Come on. Call this equation 1. This is fine, right? The next piece of information is that we add 1 to the numerator and denominator. So x plus 1 and the denominator y plus 1. This will give us 2/3. So similarly, if I do my cross multiplication, 3x plus 3 is equals to 2y plus 2. So we have 3x is equals to 2y minus 1. Let's call this equation 2. Okay, so I can use substitution method here. I'm going to sub 1 into 2. You have 3x equals to 2 times 2x minus 1 minus 1. So 3x equals to 4x minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. That means x is equals to 3. Right? So we got that. X equals 3. Now we need to, let's call this equation 3. Okay. Now we're going to sub 3 into 1. Y is equals to 2 times 3 minus 1. Y is equals to 5. Right? Therefore, x equals to 3. Y equals to 5. And to answer the question, we are supposed to find the fraction Therefore, the fraction is 3/5. There we go, right? Okay, let's go. Move on to the next one. Next example, we have Wei Ming deposit a total of $25,000 into Bank A and Bank B at the beginning of the year 2020. Bank A and Bank B pay simple interest at a rate of 0.6% and 0.65% per annum, respectively. He withdrew all his money from the two banks at the end of the year, right? So if he earned the same amount of interest from each bank, form and solve two simultaneous equations and find the amount of money that he actually he deposit into each bank. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Okay, so we're going to start by defining a variable, of course, right? So we're going to go let X dollar be the amount of money deposited in Bank A, and let Y dollars be the amount of money, oops, my handwriting is getting bad, money deposited in Bank B. So what do we know? We know that first, X plus Y is equals to 25,000. So that's equation 1. Very straightforward. Equation 2 is where things get a little bit trickier. We want to find the interest. So the interest for Bank A will be 0.6%, so 0.6 over 100 of the amount X, and this is going to be equals to 0.65 out of 100, because in percent, of the value of Y. So from here we can simplify this. So this will give us 60x equals to 65y, right? I just need to multiply by 100 and then divide by 100. Okay, let me multiply by 100 and then multiply by 100 again. So I'm multiplying by 10,000 over here. Okay, so we have that. Can we simplify further? Well, we can, but there's no hurry, right? So I'm just going to call this equation 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 1 again. So from 1, my y is actually 25000 minus x, and I'm going to call this equation 3. So now I will sub 3 into 2, and let's see what happened, right? So we have 60x equals to 65 multiplied by 25000 minus x. So 60x will be equals to, oh, that's a big number. So let me get my calculator out. Calculator. We have 65 multiplied by 25000. That will give us 1625000 minus 65x. So that means 125x equals to 1625000 x. So I divide this with 125. So x is equals to 13000. There we go. Okay, I'm going to call this equation 4. Why not? So I'm going to sub 4 into 3. Y will be equals to 25000 minus 13000, which will be 12000. There we go. We solved this, right? So therefore, x equals to 13000 when y is equals to 12000. And then we answer the question. The question says find the amount of money. So therefore, what's his name again? Wei Ming, right? So Wei Ming deposited $13000 into Bank A and 12000 into Bank B. There we go. Okay, Now one more example to go. Right, in this example, a 2-digit number is such that the sum of its digit is 1/8 of the number. When the digit of the number are reversed and the number is subtracted from the original number, the result is 45. This is tricky, right? Form and solve the two simultaneous. So what we're going to do is there's actually 2 digits, so there's a 10th number and a 1's number, and I'm going to give them different names, right? So let the and different variables. Let the 10 value, 10th digit, right? 10th digit be x, and 1's digit be y. So I'm going to start with that, right? So that means, therefore, the original number is going to be equals to 10 times x plus y. That's how the number system works. So we have the basics out. Now let's see what other information we have. Okay, the sum of its digit is 1/8 of the number. So we have the sum, which is x plus y, is 1/8 of the original number, which is 10x plus y. So what we do is we multiply by 8 throughout. So 8x plus 8y equals to 10x plus y. That means 8y equals to 2x. No, that's 7y. 7y equals to 2x. There we go. Okay, let's call this equation 1. Okay, let's see what's the next piece of information. The next piece of information that we have is when the digits are reversed and the number is subtracted from the original, the result is 45. Okay, so the original is 10x plus y, and when I subtract the reverse of the number, which will actually be 10y minus x, right? Plus x. That's the reverse, and the result is 45. Okay, we have that. So let's simplify this. We have 10x plus y minus 10y minus x equals to 45. So 9x minus 9y equals to 45. So x minus y is equals to 5. Okay, so we call this equation 2. Or actually, right, actually we can continue so that we get x is equals to 5 plus y, or maybe y plus 5 to make things look cleaner. Y plus 5. I'm going to call this equation 2. So I'm going to sub 2 into 1. So 7y equals to 2 times y plus 5. So 7y equals to 2y plus 10. 5y is equals to 10. Y is equals to 5. Let's call this equation 3. Sub 3 into 2. X is equals to 5 plus 5. X is equals to wait, I wrote something wrong, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, this is I wrote wrongly. This is 2, right? So that means this will be 2 plus 5, x equals to 7, right? Corrected my mistake, right? So from here, what do? We can answer the question now, right? So what's the question again? The question says find the original number. So to find the original number, we need to find 10x plus y equals to 72. Therefore, the original number is 72. There we go. Right? I hope you have been successful. If not, you learned something by going through the lessons here. All the best. Have a nice day.